Welcome to Ringwood Volkswagen. I'm Jack and I'll be taking you through some great points in regards to the delivery process of your new T-Cross. Be advised that this car is fully optioned, so there may be some extras on this car that doesn't apply to you, but just bear with us. In regards to this model, which is the Style, it enables you to have keyless entry for the vehicle. So as long as your key's within a proximity of 1.5 meters to the vehicle, notice the dimple on the front to driver and passenger door. You simply grab it, unlocks it for you. Then when you want to lock it, simply put your hand over it and it locks it for you. You'll notice that the exterior mirrors will fold in and out depending if the car's locked or not. Now with the fuel cap, it runs off the keyless entry mechanism. So once your car's locked, you actually won't be able to access your fuel cap. Once your car's unlocked, it enables you to press on the top left-hand corner of the cap here and it releases for you. Premium fuel only, 95 minimum, also 98, and you can also put E10 in now as well. To open this up, simply slide left, and then on the hole here, you can point this pin through. So it's not going to damage any paintwork, and it's going to allow, if there's any excess drippings in regards to the fuel, it's also got a little ventilator right down there as well. Once placing it back in, all the way to the right until it locks into position, and then press on there. And then you're ready to fuel your car up. Now with opening and closing the tailgate, very simple. You'll notice underneath the Volkswagen badge in the rear of the car, there's a section where you've got your reverse camera. On the left-hand side of that, there's a little button. Okay, simply pull that back and then bring the tailgate up via the gas struts. Okay. Once you want to close the tailgate, up here, you'll notice a little sign with a hand. Now all that's doing is to tell you to put your hand here and pull it down. And there you go. Make sure you pull it down hard enough so it closes properly. In the back of the T-Cross, you'll also notice that you've got a couple of grocery bag points on either side. Okay? If you're wondering what these spots are here, when you lift up your bottom platform in the vehicle, you'll notice that these spots here stop that from coming down, so you can access your spare whenever you need to. We do give you a year's roadside assistance with any new car purchase, and there's also options for care plans to extend that as well. In the center here, you've got all your roadside assistance items as well. And then if you get the sound and vision package, as this one's fully optioned as spoken before, that item here is your subwoofer for your sound system. Once you want to place it down, you just flick it back and drop it down. You'll notice in the back here also you've got tie down points. There, if you're ever loading anything in the back, you don't want it to wiggle around. End of the day, they're there to tie things down and keep them stationary in the back of the car whenever necessary. 3 tether points of baby seats located in the back of the car also. And then you've got your adjustable parcel shelf as well, you can take in and out. Now for adjusting your seats in the T-Cross, okay, you've got underneath your passenger's right-hand side and underneath your driver's left-hand side, as you can see here, there's a little hook. You pull that up towards you and it enables you to be able to slide the seat forward and back. A responsive pulley brings you up more towards the steering wheel, more towards the dash, giving you a little bit more view around the car, and then that's to pop it down too. It's all retractable, all adjustable. Right here, this is a turntable. You can turn this to bring the leveling of the seat positioning backwards and forwards. In the back of the car, for anybody that's got children that might need some baby seats in the back of the car, you've got 2 ISOFIX points on both left and right rear seats, making it easier for you to slide them in and slide them out whenever necessary. You've also got 2 USB ports located in the back of the car too for charging any entertainment devices, whatever necessary. One touch power windows. And also child locks on both the rear doors as well. So located in your glove box, on the passenger side, you've got your CD player. It's just a single CD player, but it's located in the glove box. You'll also know SD1 and SD2, they're your map cards. If you've got the Sound and Vision package, you'll notice that there'll be a little SD card located in SD1, and that will be generating the maps to your screen. Also quite a little bit of space to put a few things as well, personal belongings, etc. And then you've also got some card holders and everything as well in there. Okay, so once you open the driver's door, you'll notice on the inside of the door here, you've got all your one-touch window functions, all automatic. You've also got your locking window function, enabling so other occupants in the vehicle can't open and close the window whenever they like. You can monitor that. Also here is your mirror function for external mirrors, okay? So if you flick it to the right, move this around, it's going to change the way that the right hand side mirror works. Angling it to your preferred view, same with the left. Flicking it down to the bottom right hand corner here, so that there is your heated door mirror function, enabling the exterior mirrors to heat up, burning any condensation and residue on the outskirts of the mirror. And then this here folds the mirrors in and also folds them out when you place them back onto either left, right, zero. Folding them in would be a good thing if you're ever in a claustrophobic sort of space in a shopping centre but you need to get a car park. You can also, you know, fold them in whenever you want to. Now, on the right hand side of your steering wheel, you've got your headlight functions, automatic headlights. You've also got your parker's manual and your main beam manual also, to switch it off like so, all the way to the top. Also, if you're wanting to know how to adjust and get your fog lights active, simply pull this out like so. To turn them on, to turn them off, you push it in. To activate your high beam, this lever, push towards the front, and you'll notice the little A symbol, that stands for your auto high beam, enabling the high beam to deviate off any oncoming traffic while you drive, so you can have it activated the whole time. Saves you switching it off and switching it on whenever. Then you've got normal high beam, and that's to switch it off. To adjust your steering wheel, above your left leg, there's a lever up here. You simply pull this lever down, and it enables you to move the steering wheel to your required spot of comfort. Then once you've found the spot, you simply just pull it up and lock it back into place. And then you're all good to go. Now with the Sound and Vision package, it gives you this active info display cluster. You can have your navigation represented on it, you can have your vehicle status monitoring system, driving data, anything that you need to know about your car can be represented on this screen. Just depends on how you kind of want to work it. To work it out and what you want represented, you just use this little keypad here on the right hand side of the steering wheel, moving things around to how you want them, from navigation to audio to telephone, vehicle status, and then also driving data as well. And then down here you can click the view button. You can minimize the dials if you wanted to. You can vanish them away to have your digital speedo represented bottom right hand corner, and then your gear on the bottom left hand corner. And then you can keep moving things around to how you want them. And then if you click the view button again, it brings up range till empty. Also your average fuel consumption since start, how long you've been operating the vehicle for, and then also radio station, whatever track's playing through the Bluetooth or whatnot. Now on the left hand side of the steering wheel is your cruise control settings. So if you notice that you've got your odometer reading showing right in front of the steering wheel of 18 kilometers. If I've got my adaptive cruise control ready to go, if I click this button here, it vanishes the way the odometer reading display in the infotainment screen in front of you. That's how you can detect whether your cruise control is activated or not, by looking at the kilometre an hour sign or the odometer reading on the vehicle. Now, when you want to change things through speed-wise, you simply click this button to go up 10 kilometres an hour at a time or down 10 kilometres at a time. Then once you've found your acquired setting in regards to speed, you simply press set. This middle bar here, measure the distance. It's the radar for the adaptive cruise. It measures the distance between you and the car in front, maintaining that safe distance of 1 to 5 seconds. So if I continuously click this button here, it's going to change the distance behind the car in front. Currently it's set to 3 seconds behind, maintaining that safe distance. Then once you come to a stationary stop, you simply press the rest button and it resets you, ready to go again. You've also got your speed limiter function and everything down here too. So if I press that, I can also deactivate a few assistance items on the car if I find that I'm not needing them for the time being, such as your blind spot monitoring system, your rear traffic alert, your lane assist, etc. You can switch these off just at the flick of a button on the steering wheel and then trigger everything through via this right hand side keypad again, as you can see. There you go. On the left hand side of the screen, that's your oil engine temperature. On your right hand side, that is your fuel tank capacity. So at the moment, as you can see, you've got half a tank, and on the left hand side here, your engine capacity is at its preferred temperature. To access your rain sensing wiper function, on the right hand side you've got your lever for your wipers. All you have to do, flick it up one position, it will wipe once for you and become rain sensing from there on. And also above it, you've got your intermittency radar. So if you flick that all the way to the right, end of the day, that makes it wipe more thoroughly and intermittently when necessary. On the center screen here, you've got all your options on the left and right hand side of the center screen. With this screen here, you've got your radio. You've got 18 different stations that you can pick from. If you click radio again, it brings you up to AM. To add a station in, you simply jump into station list, pick your required station, hold down an empty slot, and it adds it in straight away for you. You can override stations by doing the exact same thing. Put in there whatever you prefer. You just click the radio to configure between FM and AM. You've also got the media section on the left hand side. If you click this, it brings you up to a source. In regards to source, it goes through a few options of what will be played through the speakers of the car. You've got CD option, you've got USB 1, USB 2, so if you've got music on a USB, you can plug it in through these two USB ports down here. It will highlight white if you've got the CD in the CD player. Then you've also got your phone options like your Bluetooth audio and your WLAN. To connect to Bluetooth, you only have to do it once, because once your phone's connected to the system, it will continually connect every time you jump in the car. As you can see here, find mobile phone. You open up the settings on your phone. You click results after 5 seconds and it will bring up your phone, and then you can automatically connect to it by a pairing request code. And then you can allow your favorites to sync into the system so you know who's calling you at whatever given stage. Alright, so you've got your navigation up on the top right hand corner, and then you've got your app. So the app button brings you to this menu bar here. It enables you to be able to sync your phone through the system and have it displayed on the screen. You can use things such as Spotify. You can talk to Siri to text people while you're on the road, all hands free. Makes life a lot easier for you while you're on the road. and it also charges your phone for you while you drive too via these 2 USB ports. You've got to use the adapter cable that you'd use to charge your phone normally. You just simply plug it into either spot and it will come up on this screen for you. We've also got a rundown guide of how to operate Apple CarPlay and Android Auto via our YouTube page, so have a look on there if you're stuck. So you've got the car button down here. So if you click the car button, it brings you up to a option of a few different things that you can use at any time to have a look and see how your car's performing. It will also give you an option of selection down here. You simply have a few things to pick from. Your active info display, if you've got this cluster in front of your steering wheel, it can transfer a few things to develop a different sort of aspect on this screen here. You've also got convenience consumers, driving data, Think Blue Trainer and vehicle status monitoring systems. Gives you some ratios on how well your car's performing behind the scenes. The menu button down on the bottom right hand corner here, so if you click that, it brings up whatever's on the right and left hand side, brings it right into the middle for you to make it easy for yourself. You can also swipe over here. You've got your different sound settings here. You've also got just the vehicle normal settings here as well, and then you've also got the images. You can download images off a USB stick to have as a back screen if you need. Down below here as well, you've got your dual zone climate control. The front driver and passenger can have different temperature settings if necessary. They just simply have to change around what they want on the left hand side. If you want them to balance even, you just simply press the sync button and they even out there for you. Fan speeds are to be adjusted at the bottom. And then you've got all your other items such as your aircon, your demisters and everything up ahead. Also up here next to the hazard light sign, which is this triangular button here, you've also got your park assist button, your parking pilot button, and the auto stop start button. The auto stop start button is a very good one for if you don't want the car to turn itself off while you're in a stationary position to save fuel economy. It is a default setting to the vehicle, so you will have to switch it off every time you turn the car on if you're not a huge fan of it. When it's amber, it's off. When it's red, it's active. The parking pilot button, if I was to push this, it shows me my sensor system around the vehicle at any given stage under 10 kilometers an hour. If I'm parking my car, it's a good thing to have. If I put my car in reverse anyway, it will automatically trigger anyway, but it will be on the left hand side of the screen, and then the main screen will be the reverse camera. Now for the park assist button, so if I was to click this here, it gives me all of my intro in regards to how this system works via this screen here. Regardless if I've got the active info display cluster or I've just got the normal analog dials, you'll still have an infotainment screen in the center that will give you step-by-step information of how the car's going to park itself. You still have to use the accelerator and also the brake pedal, but end of the day, it makes it a bit easier for yourself because it will maneuver itself into a gap using the right or left sensors on the vehicle. What you need to do though, you need to indicate left or right depending on which side you want to park the car on to activate which sensor system it's going to use on which either side. Left would be left hand side, right would be right hand side. Another good fact about the T-Cross. Okay, so it's got a wireless phone charger platform located in this cockpit here. You'll notice that there's a little phone emblem located on the mat itself. As soon as you pop your phone into the cockpit and just leave it in there, it will charge wirelessly for you. On the top right hand corner here, you've got a 12-volt power socket input outlet to put any charging devices or anything that you may need in there for yourself. And then on the left hand side is your push button start for the style model only. You've got to have your foot on the brake and then you've got to hold down this button and your engine will start. Once you're in a stationary position parked, you can also push it and it will turn the engine off for you. You've got your handbrake lever here. And then you've also got 2 cup holders in the center, a coin holder behind the cup holders, and then an adjustable center armrest that comes forward and back for you at your convenience. You can also lock it into position up there as well. If you wanted to get it down to a flat position, you've got to pull it all the way up to then release it all the way back down again. Now, to release your bonnet, on the left-hand side, your passenger footwell on the left, there's a lever here. You simply pull that towards you and it will release the latch for the bonnet. So you can enter the engine bay. Above the emblem at the front here, there'll be a lever that you flick to the left and it will enable you to bring up your bonnet. If you're wanting to know anything about lubricants and refilling things up in your vehicles, if anything's getting low, you've got your coolant here, you've got your brake fluid here, you've got your oil spill rod dipstick here, so you can manually check it if ever necessary. And then you've got your water washer fluid as well. Comes with a little filter as well, so you're not releasing any nasties through into the system. You've got your negative here, and you've got your positive in here as well, if ever you need a jump start. Thanks everyone for taking the time to watch our video today. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.